see how this. I don't know. Maybe maybe Fnatic will be able to like force some kills.
Wait for it.
Up here at top somehow with the ignite and just getting an oov and. But I don't know. It seems so unlikely to me against the sticky, against the even whether it's the Witch Doctor or the Enchantress. I feel like they're both gonna have.
See you later,
they would both have a great time up here.
Yeah, they're really strong laners, and you can be tanky as hell, but Maledict eventually starts ticking for a lot larger.
I really feel like Fnatic need to somehow open up the map, but it's not easy for them. Right? Like they need two different lanes that the Quap can the Quap and the Underlord can just keep pushing to the enemy tier 2s. Kind of escape, and I feel like that's how they then maybe they can buy time for the Ursa, and you get this like 4-slotted Ursa, and he becomes the strongest hero in the game, and that's how you win this one if you're Fnatic. But I don't feel like it's immediately obvious how you take out these tier 1s to open up that area of the map for the kind of split pushing to happen. Maybe they just have to win their lanes. We'll have to see if the Ogre and the Snapfire come through. They are definitely 10 times stronger as laning heroes than the Oracle and the Bounty Hunter were in the previous game.
Yes, absolutely. Just able to put so much more pressure on, even just through the slow harass, and all the tips starting to come out.
Was he even do anything? He wasn't chat wheeling or anything. Makoto started it off and everyone just dogpiled.
Yeah. We're good. So are we thinking boom again 2-0 or
yeah,
I'm gonna be able to call it?
I'm thinking boom again. I'm thinking we might have a break between this series and the grand finals. I'm not actually sure what the situation is going to be scheduling wise. I imagine that they're just going to be either playing to the. If we're early, then we'll probably play to the schedule. If we're behind schedule, then they'll probably just give them like 20 minutes or something and go. But anyway, it's in the future. We're of course all cheering to have as much Dota as possible, but this is. I like Boom's draft.
Yes, it's a good start for Fnatic though. They've been able to snag 3 of the bounties. Some good aggressive positioning. That's one of the advantages of having this Ogre Magi, of course. Such great regen to start the game, as well as 7 armor. There's gonna take him down.
So Boom are opting to run a little bit of an aggro tri-lane here. I don't know if are they trying to keep the Riki away from the Underlord? Is that a difficult matchup for the Riki? Or
I think it depends
what's this about?
If they run something aggressive into it, I suppose you do. But the Pit of Malice can give you that extra little bit of lockdown that you need to sell. It just makes it farm, and I feel like Riki comes online a lot faster than his other cores, so you want to make sure he's got that good early game.
And Mood is getting, he's copping some side blades here on the mid lane. Makoto really giving him a hard time with this one.
Business.
Yep, and now the deny is coming up as well, so Mood's gonna have to be careful with that. Makoto going pretty deep. Whoa, Fairy Fire getting forced out. All right, here comes the salve, but that means no opportunity to get any of these CS, and Makoto just going around. He knows that he is crushing his mid lane right now.
Are we going to fight?
Yeah, this is pretty nasty. I kind of want to keep my eyes mid for a little bit more, but we'll quickly check in on the side lanes, perhaps. Maybe you can go be the sideline. Order for watching. Goes.
Okay, now that they've moved away from that tri-lane, so probably.
Yeah. Templar Assassin player is definitely showing up in this situation. Well, I said that maybe the one way that things go well for Fnatic is if Moon pops off, but
See you later, nerds.
yeah, it ain't looking good so far, folks. This is Makoto show so far. Cool.
It just keeps going.
All right, so what he missed. Refraction gone. He's so good at like the micro positioning to get the side blades every time. That's their second salve already. Wave's getting pushed into the tower. 15-6 against 4-2.
I know it's a little unconventional to do it at this stage, but do you want to just pop it over to the net worth and see where Quap is?
Yeah. Oh, lordy. Well, that's what happens when you have to buy regen like this.
Rain of pain.
Good.
Yeah, we'll switch it back for a second. Yeah, Savage getting run out of the lane currently. FBZ gonna take some damage on the way back. How is top lane going? Ice at least has some CS, but he is the one bright spot for the team currently. Anyway, Moon's getting
See you later,
something
nerds.
now, but level 4 versus level 3. He's about to get his level 4 under the tower. But man, he's just not getting any of this. I think you should get this one. All right, nice. Whip it real good.
What's he got? Is he some regen? Yeah, a mango and a salve, just trying to get experience, I think.
Oh my god, this is Sideblaze
This is
as well.
brutal.
Oh, is he dead?
Oh.
All right, Jabs is being called in. Like, please
Please.
secure the rune. Don't let him get a regen or whatever. Moon salve number 3 coming in. Bottle is just a distant dream currently. He's so good at just using like the one creep to... Oh wait, okay, is DJ getting a kill here? Hyde got blocked in a little bit. Savage is dead under the tower. At least Hyde's gonna go down. DJ picking that up, so... 1-for-1 kill trade across the map.
I'm really liking that timing from Boom, right? He's like, well, you're getting bodied in mid lane and forcing your support out. Batrider again.
Yeah, enjoy, friend. Oh, oh, he did it! Mikoto with the side blades.
Oh, he knows.
Oh my, he absolutely knows, right? He's just like,
under attack.
well, and Savage getting run at again. 3 stacks. Ogre coming down here now. All right, so Jab's looking to help out. DJ kind of getting going on a little bit. Kez cute, just grabbing a couple of jungle creeps, so they can't really pressure Ice too much up here. He's at least getting some farm, but I don't know. The problem is that what is the Underlord gonna do? He's not gonna rotate and make plays and fix any of these other lanes,
Middle tower
right?
is under attack.
He's just gonna be Underlord and defend towers.
Yeah.
So I don't see where the game really starts changing for...
Just acting as that deep push right now. I think the one redeeming factor now is that they were able to get at least that sentry ward down, so be able to just meld dodge. Not that he's even needed to.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have it yet. What's happening? All right, the cavalry's getting called in. Jabs and DJ are on the way. Mikoto, are you really gonna? Okay, he's backing
See
up.
you later, nerds.
He knows that they're here, so
Yeah. They nearly got the instant D ward off on that observer ward placed by Jabs as he rotated through. But he was smart enough to actually just deny his own observer ward to stop the gold and experience going on.
Still, 41-12 against 13-5, and Mikoto just takes a little second to go farm a camp while the supports are looking at mid, and now he's straight back to side-blading Moon in the face, who is just going to blink away. Post.
They get this observer ward.
Oh man, these D wards are so brutal. These are like, what, 2 full duration wards? So now there's just 0 vision on the map for Fnatic whatsoever. And what's Moon doing? Well, he got forced back again. Still does not have bottle. 6.5 minutes into the game, he's just blinking his way back to the well. Mikoto's taking the mid tier 1 tower already.
Oh
Half
man.
HP.
I mean, the strength of having these comfort heroes, right? Master tier TA, like you mentioned, not too much against that, and he planned it perfect. I don't think a ton of people understand quite how the side blades work. You're standing when it hits, not when you use it. So you can actually, you know, throw your attack out and then move to make sure that the side blade splat.
Yeah, the micro spacing that he was showing on this mid lane was just insane. just continuing to jungle up over on the Dire side, so the Enchantress can get some pretty good farm that way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boom, definitely with the lead currently. 23 Savage now swapping over to top lane. But Dream Assault, I think, looking to pressure, and Hyde's already up here. 23 Savage just do whatever he wants, and they know that he doesn't have a TP, so they're just gonna go on him. He does have the Enrage and some stick charges to survive a little bit longer, but they're not gonna let him farm up here. Ogre runs up, but what is he really going to accomplish? Okay.
Person getting any form of farm is Ice right now, and he's still not in a position to take these team fights. 700 away from the mech. The Arcane Room, which is going to be pretty damn handy for himself to spam out those firestorms.
Yeah, so are they just hoping to park the Underlord mid now, and then maybe... And they are giving good farm to DJ. Maybe that's the one bright spot a little bit here for Fnatic.
When he walked back into the lane with full HP, took 2 side blades, and he was on like 1/3.
Kodo almost clearing this tower up. Kezcute was even looking for a little bit of a wraparound. Well, Ice with the Arcane Rune is turning out to be the savior of the day here on mid, but not what you want to be doing, investing this many resources against the TA, who is 74 and 17 against the 34 and 6 of the Quap.
74 and 17, also has a triple stack of Ancients.
Is DJ dead? Oh, tricks of the trade, Moon trying to soak it, Dream with another blink, is going to go for it, and now he's under the tower and out of sight. Looks like he should be okay.
Dire structures are falling.
FPZ's even thinking about just going for this. Damage onto Ice. TP getting forced out from jabs. Needs to get out of the Firefly. Is he going to snipe this courier on the way out as well? Dream now.
Take he is. I mean, Jabsy's going to come over and fire blast him just to make sure that they get some form of experience, and be all of it. Hyde disrupts it, but he's going to pay with his life.
The FPZ's here to help, so looks like he's going to be all right. There's a double damage in the river, so
fine for Dreamcell to pick it up. It doesn't all have to go to the TA.
Yeah, well, I mean, Makoto's gonna have like a, what, 12-minute deso or something? Oh, no, there's an Ancient stack. Hold that thought. It might even be a little faster than that. Dreamcell, ooh, they want Moon in mid. He does already have the point in the smoke screen, so able to keep him locked down. Moon gonna try and run out of it, but he's just taking so much damage. Gets brought down, and he is having an absolutely miserable game. Well, do they have Makoto dead? He just TP'd. That was it.
See you later, boys.
And here comes the turnaround. Trouble for DJ. Kezcute also running forward. Big slow, big damage. One touch from Dreamcell. This DD is cleaning house. And Boom are completely running away with this game. I don't know. Ice is trying to do Underlord things and just run at waves and TP out, but what's it gonna matter, really?
He's doing everything that he can. He's creating some space for
Is he
Savage.
gonna bounce back to Savage? He's got the Enrage. Dreamcell's chasing. Alright. Well, TP out. It's gonna be successful, but
He'll pop.
no way in the fountain. Yeah. It's only it's 3 points Maledict.
I think the Enrage soaked up 2 of the ticks. So
Yeah. Well, Mortimer's Kiss is on cooldown for 50 seconds. Moon just desperately trying to grab a little bit of farm up top. But TA just about to grab this Deso in a second. Well, Fnatic, if they're going to come back in this game, it is going to be a very long road. Though, you look at this, the win probability has been favoring Fnatic this entire time, which is ridiculous to me. But we'll see what happens as those metrics start to shift. FBZ has gone a little greedy, has just opted first, but he's also having a pretty good game.
maybe when this Deso actually gets delivered, be like, oh right, this is what he's been buying.
Yeah.
Dire's top
Because
tower is under
I guess
attack.
they've got like a Sonic Wave that they can use, and they are about to take this bottom tier 1, which is certainly good for Fnatic. And the Underlord should be able to continue slowing down the pace of this game
Radiant's bottom
for
tower
quite a
is
while,
under
but
attack.
I don't know. I don't know how they
Dire's
deal
top
with the
tower
Ricky
has
and
fallen.
everybody jumping on their faces and no save and they just die. Like
Radiant's
whoever gets
bottom
smoke screen
tower
just
has fallen.
dies. Whoever gets lassoed just dies.
Yeah.
So long as Makoto is careful with his and just make sure to play for the Blink BKB. I don't know if this TA is ever going to die this game.
I mean, it enables Dreamer Soul to farm this aggressively, right? He's 10 now. Anything into his talents just yet, not wanting the 20 attack speed, but with that, he's got his Diffusal Blade coming out to him as well, so he's going to start becoming active on the map.
Yeah, he is.
13 minutes.
He is going to be an absolute terror. At least Fnatic, you know, they got some dust picked up around the
Just
place.
roshing, man.
All right. Why not?
What can you do?
Not a whole lot with the state that the game is in right now, so there you go. Oh, Ice is running over. Wants to do something about it. Jabs is also coming. They've got this Dark Troll Summoner ready.
Found him.
It's not dead just yet. Makoto actually dropping a little low here. This is trouble. Here comes the Melt Sonic Wave. Not into the pit. Actually, they pick up the Aegis. Wait, he just lasso and TP out. FBZ's fine. Jabs comes in to try and do something to the Templar Assassin. Get hit by a Melt Strike to the face. Down he goes. They lost Ice on the back lines. Oh, Lord.
I suppose not really understanding maybe quite how low Makoto was, but if that Sonic Wave went into the pit, I think they could have probably gotten the kill onto the TA
And the
gotten
Roche.
the Roche kill and got the Aegis. So just little things like that. Maybe turn things back around in their favor. Dota Plus has finally realized, oh wait, they've actually got some timing.
Yeah. And now a 6k lead in Boom's favor. And they even managed to keep that Aegis intact as they now just go for an immediate smoke. Looking to make a play, keep the pressure up with their diffusal. No reason not to.
Yeah.
Oh, Moon, are you just going to be dead again here? They haven't spotted him just yet. They see Jabs. Team going to take the high ground. All right, now they see him. And, well, jump in. Can they keep him locked down in position? Knock him back into the smoke screen. Very nicely done. Jab's going to try for the TP out. It's not fast enough. And they're going to come in and swipe those bounties as well. Ice trying to go and grab the top ones, but FPZ is already on the case. And Hyde also TPing up here.
He's got his last
Ice was under a ward a little earlier. He might just be dead.
The travel and the faded brooch and the windlace means that without the Firefly already moving at about 445, I think that goes up to around 500 pops.
And Ice just has no choice but to do this, right? He has to just pop the Dark Rift and push the wave out. 23 Savage, they are not going to let him just sit and farm. He is making good progress towards the Battle Fury, but even that is not going to be an item that massively turns this game, necessarily. It's going to take a little while for him to farm up after that to really be all that scary. Can he get this stack? Oh, Jabs aggroed it for a second, so not going to happen.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I know it's not a common thing to do when you're not coming up against something like a Phoenix or a Cold.
Yep. Dodo getting gone on. Is going to lose the Aegis shortly here, it looks like. All right. It's life number 1. Team's coming over to help for life number 2. FBZ already in position just to protect. Makoto getting gone on. Mortimer's Kiss is raining down. FBZ still has the last one, not using it just yet. They're going to wait out this Enrage, it looks like. 23 Savage now the target with the Death Ward as well. Walking straight to the smoke screen behind. Jabs already losing a lot of life. This Ricky illusion giving them all the vision that they need to maybe continue this dive. A little low, but all right, here comes Dreamcell. Cleans up one. Moon gonna go for the blink away. Makoto does have his blink available, but also doesn't want to get hit by the Pit of Malice underneath the tier 2 tower, so gonna play it safe.
It felt like the Bloodlusted tower did more damage than anyone on Fnatic that fight. You know, it was the only thing really holding back the all-out onslaught, and even without using the lasso, able to take down the Ursat as well. Tanky over Magi.
SSI's running in. Makoto able to just get the blink away. Couldn't get to those refraction charges fast.
Oh, Moon's gonna die in base, I think.
Oh, he's getting the tips. He's getting the business this game. Oh, they're gonna go in. Cast bouncing. Jabs, I think, just gonna tank the gank a little bit. Trying to group them up here on the choke point, but they just drop down the smoke screen and walk away. Makoto in a little bit of danger. They do have a dust on him, so he can't just meld up. Looks like he is gonna be brought down. Nicely done by Savage, but Boom still looking for this turnaround. Dream Cell, the big damage dealer, and godlike streak for him. Make it beyond godlike, perhaps. No, it's a triple kill for Hyde instead. They lose the big TA, but Boom still have plenty of strength beyond that.
That's so crazy. At the end of the day, the TA only had one kill before that, so Fnatic don't even get a kill streak going in their favor.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
There's some Dota going on here, but it his prey on the mid lane.
So Boom's playing Dota. What Fnatic?
I don't know.
Some Pendragon Dota? Is that what it is?
Maybe they've been playing too much Valorant. Maybe.
Possible.
But no, I don't even want to take away from Fnatic. I just feel like Boom have played this game so well so far. Like, and this whole series, drafting really on point, play really on point. Fnatic just it seemed like they came in with a particular plan against Boom, and Boom have already moved one step beyond that. Oh, trouble for Moon in mid. Essence Ring is going to help him out a little bit. FPZ still chasing. Not this same story again.
He'll be
all right. He'll be okay this time.
Got the mech this time around.
He's living.
I don't think Boom even care about maintaining this outpost on their side of the map. They're like, all right, well, we're just going to go ahead and take towers. So why not? We've got the ability to push. We've got this early Desolator, and then if anyone moves out of position, we've got this aggressive vision that means that the tier is just going to jump.
I really don't. Nice. Who is taking a lot of damage before he TP's out, but will not be brought down. All right, what's the next item timing for Fnatic? Underlord is going. I mean, this is the problem with Underlord as a hero. You don't buy items that do things, right? You just buy like tanky items. You keep walking down lanes, and that's kind of it. He had an Atos queued up for a little bit there. They're gonna drag move the waiting arms of Dreamcell, who's got more than enough damage, beyond godlike streak for him. I feel like we understated it when we said this was looking like a good Ricky game. A little bit of a catch out, Makoto getting gone on. They're not interrupting his blink though. They're just gonna go for Hyde instead, who will get cleaned up, but Ice already half HP. They're gonna cookie him back to the team. Jabs waiting here on the front lines, ready with a fire blast in case Makoto tries to go deep, but he's got a refraction and he's got the BKB now delivered. So it might actually be Fnatic who needs to be careful.
BKB, Blink, Deso at the 21-minute mark. Way too much to deal with right now. I guess with the Underlord, what you were saying before, it's like he is kind of like a support, even in the offlane, not necessarily in the form of his farm, but just what he does, right? He enables the cores to be able to do something, but this mid-game went for, especially, just not looking very good at all. He's going for these smaller items just to be able to try and survive and make some kind of impact, but about an Urn of Shadows, they've only got 3 kills up to this point.
Yeah, and the Underlord is never gonna make flashy plays either, right? Like, I get it from the perspective of like, okay, it's an annoying hero and Ice is really good at making space, but that only matters, like you're saying, if you're enabling somebody else to do something. And right now, the 2 big cores on Fnatic are just not
Bad.
It's spooked about how the first one went.
So, okay, how much of Boom crushing this early game like this is draft, and how much of it is play?
I mean, TA is always a little bit favored over the Quap, just because you're forcing him to use some sort of net worth, or at least the supports, to get that detection that you need to try and harass out with the Shadow Strike. He didn't even need to. That's how dominant Makoto was in the early game there. So right. I don't think they could be put down 100% to the draft. It's just giving one of your best players their comfort heroes, and the side lane's not going fantastically either. Jab's dying 7 times as Ogre Magi. So definitely not the sort of impact that you want from one of these durable supports. So I think the draft we were thinking was a bit more favorable for Boom, but it's a combination of both. Execution as well has brought them to this dominant of a...
This Ricky has just popped off. This game it has turned out to be a very, very good Ricky game. Maybe if there was a little bit more catch, he could get a little bit more punished. Boom looking for a smoke, hoping for a jump. This is a dangerous place to be fighting. Fnatic with a good choke point here that they can play around, but there is a ward up on the high ground now. They're going to go for the jump onto the Underlord first. Can they pop him? Silence onto the Ursa. Jabs. They have split up a little bit on the side of Boom. Makoto doesn't currently have a target, so they are looking at Dream Assault in the backlines. He's got to blink back to his team. Hyde waiting there with the heals, and not the best initiation from Boom, and that may be the best target selection. They're still cleaning up this fight, no problem. Ogre running forward. FPZ still diving a little deeper, looking for 23 Savage. They find one more outside of the base. That's Moon dead. And they don't even need to execute very well at this point with a 17k lead to just walk all over Fnatic.
0 from Moon is not something that he would be happy about by any stretch of the imagination. They're able to force out the Glyph. Maybe that'll give them time to say, well, we can pick up some of these bounty runes, we can go take the Roshan, we've got the cheese as well this time around. And I mean, I think once Dream Assault picks up his BKB, if the game goes that long, that'll be the real time where it's just going to be too much for Fnatic to deal with.
And at this point, it does feel like Boom could just grind out the map to a 40k lead if they wanted to, and like just end the game that way. Oh, Fnatic smoking up. Dream Assault, I think, gonna break this.